Well, good evening, folks. An Israeli official has just called for a nuclear strike on Gaza. I'll read this to you. This is out of Newsweek. Nobody can know what the future's going to bring, but I'd suggest that these days may be days that you will remember or want to remember what was going on. I'll read you a little bit of this. It's the article's by Nick Mordowanek, something like that, out of Newsweek. It starts off: an Israeli lawmaker is calling for her nation's military to use nuclear warfare in response to attacks by Hamas. I'm just going to read you a couple of her statements. Her name is Rivital, I have no idea how she pronounces it. Tali is her nickname. I suppose Gottlieb, an Israeli lawyer and member of the Knesset for the Likud party. She published multiple posts advocating for a forceful retaliation following the attack on Gaza. I'll skip down here just a little bit. Part of this is just fluff. Here's her statement. One of her statements. I think there might be a couple. I'll read whatever is said here. Jericho missile, and I'll put this over when this one goes on the Patreon channel. I'll put the link to this article on that one so that anybody wants to see it or share it, and share this video with I would suggest you share this with as many people as you can. Okay, back to this. Jericho missile. Strategic alert before considering the introduction of forces. Doomsday weapon, ! This is my opinion. May God preserve all our strength. That's what she wrote on Twitter, or X. Another post says, I urge you to do everything and use doomsday weapons fearlessly against our enemies, adding that Israel must use everything in its arsenal. On Tuesday, she continued with her calls of urgency. It says, quote, only an explosion that shakes the Middle East will restore this country's dignity, strength, and security, Gottlieb posted. It's time to kiss doomsday. Shooting powerful missiles without limit, not flattening a neighborhood, but crushing and flattening Gaza without mercy, Okay, I think that's enough right there. Like I said, if you want to read the entire article, I'll put it over on the Patreon channel. I think that's all that needs to be said. I'll come back in the morning. You've probably heard about the rioting that's going on in a number of cities, about Chicago, LA, Fort Lauderdale, I think. There's one pro-Palestinian demonstration that's coming up. Is it in Vancouver? Might be Toronto. I don't know. There's others in London and some, I think, in Australia. This is spreading, as I said it would. This is spreading to countries way beyond the Middle East. This has the potential to be so much larger than the things that we've dealt with before. So now we have an Israeli official calling for a nuclear strike. That's something to pay attention to. Share this with everybody. Prepare like you haven't before. If it all works out, you won't be sorry. If it doesn't work out, you'll be sorry you didn't. Have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.